Oh, hate to interrupt the show, but I have a few questions for you. Are you a new or small-owned business that's looking for advertisement space? Is the owner of said business black, brown, a woman, part of the LGBTQIA family, or a part of any underrepresented group? Do you love the Rewind and want to help your business and your favorite podcaster? If you answered yes to these questions, then this message is for you. The Rewind is looking for new businesses owned by underrepresented groups to collaborate with on advertisement. Just think, your ad could be read here by me, okay? If you are interested, send an email to therewindpjdj@gmail.com with advertisement opportunity in the subject line. Again, the email is therewindpjdj@gmail.com with advertisement opportunity in the subject line. I look forward to working with you. Hello. Yes. Hey. How y'all doing? I am back with another motherfucking episode of The Rewind. Yes, bitches, I'm back. It's your boy PJ, and I'm joined by a special guest here. This special guest is a friend of mine, Kelly Price. You know, and I'm so excited to have her. She's gonna talk about her podcast and being another, fellow Chicago podcast person I had to have on and talk about the show and what she doing, what she planning on doing, and where the inspiration come from. Cause this baby got a story to tell now.
Oh, yes.
Yes, go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit and just tell them who you are. Give them just your little elevator pitch, baby.
Yes. Oh, my elevator pitch.
Yeah. Now, you're going to have to talk a little up now.
My elevator pitch. I got a few of those. No, first, thank you. I know we've been planning this for a long time. My name is Joy Richard. I am host of Joy in the Morning podcast. Yes, that is my intro music. Yeah, that is me. I am a people lover, a Christ follower, a musician, a little bit of a nerd. Love to have a good time. My podcast, should I just mention that now?
Yeah,
my podcast is about real conversations about life and faith, just like what draws people to or away from the faith community, from the church. And yeah, that's like who I am, what I do, where I am in Chicago.
Thank you.
I'm also a foodie. I love to eat. Talk to me about
that's
food.
okay. Food is good. I love food.
It's amazing. We eat different food though.
But it's fine. Don't do that. But have you ever been to Chicago Diner?
Somebody just told me about that place literally.
Oh, Joy,
ago.
Let's go. And it's all vegan.
I know.
Joy. I'm telling you, I ain't gonna lie. I wish I could take all my friends in because this place, and I can't believe it's not me.
You know what? For you and on behalf of the rest of my vegan friends, I'm gonna give it a try.
Yes.
Even though
it'll be fine. Watch, you're gonna be like, this shit vegan?
Yeah. I just love it's okay.
It's
I'm
fine.
open to new things.
Well,
I'm ready
Joy.
to explore. I'm ready to explore
well, thank you
world
for coming on and exploring vegan world and everything, and just for being on the show and everything. We're gonna have us a good time. We're gonna do a little episode and then for the marinade, we're gonna talk about faith a little bit and what that means. So get ready, whores. Okay, so first, let me just check in. How y'all doing, babies? It's been a minute since I talked to y'all. I know I just been working and living life. It's getting nice here in Chicago. Yes, today I had on some shorts today and I went outside because I went to the gym.
Now, huh?
Yeah, I had them legs down. So yeah, it's getting nice and I'm just like,
That's the thing. Chicago in the summertime, it's low key worth the cold.
Everything. When people be like, I want to come visit Chicago, I'd be like, come to Chicago in the summer. Summertime Shy is everything.
It really is.
It gets nice out. Like the whole energy of the city changes, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is great. It's phenomenal. It's like, oh yeah, but wintertime here, it's just like, girl,
it's death.
Prayers. Prayers.
No. You ain't been praying. I know because of how cold it is.
All right, let's move on to our first segment, the 5-finger segment, where I like to slap bitches for, acting a little stupid or just, getting on my motherfucking nerve. I really only had one and, two. I'm sorry. This first one. Now, it's so funny because we was just talking about, black parenting before the show. But this is one that's going to make you be like, sometimes I'm thankful for black parenting. A man by the name of Michael Maiden, he was 57. His daughter had a sleepover and he drugged her friends.
Yikes. Stop.
Yes.
Immediately stop.
And it says, I was reading the thing and it says, the report, and it says, once the girls were asleep, Maiden so he made smoothies for them and put pills in it or something like that.
This is why black parents be like, you ain't going to
You ain't spending the night over nobody's motherfucking house.
I don't know them.
I don't know
who be at their house.
And listen to this. So it says, once the girls were asleep, Maiden continued to walk down to the basement and check to see if the girls were sleeping by putting his finger under their noses and waving his hands in their faces. He also moved one of the girls' arms and moved her body on the bed. The girl remained awake in fear that Mr. Maiden was going to do something to her friend. The girl says she felt Maiden standing and staring at them for a long period of time, but she continued to pretend to sleep for her safety. When Maiden walked away, the girl immediately texted her parents to come pick her up at 1:43 a.m. saying, "Mom, please pick me up and say I had a family emergency. I don't feel safe. I might not respond, but please come get me," with a crying emoji. Please, quick, please pick up, please. Her parents immediately came to get her, and they contacted the parents of the other girls too. At first, Maiden told the parents to come back in the morning, but the parents insisted on getting their kids by the window.
I wish you had. I am here to get my come back in the morning.
Oh, let me beat
my
your
baby up now.
I'm gonna tear this motherfucker
already through the door. What? The nerve! I'm coming back.
Put your ass down so I can go get my goddamn baby.
Back in the morning.
In the morning.
Oh no.
I'm gonna stab you tonight and you're not gonna make it to the morning.
I'll come back for you in the morning.
Oh my God.
What? That is sick.
I would have lit him on fire. I would have lit that motherfucker on fire.
That is wild.
That is crazy.
Okay, but if, not saying I wanted him to do anything to the young women, but, if he wasn't doing anything to them, why did he drug them?
I don't know, and I'm guessing,
was that his plan?
Was he going to plan to do something?
Yeah, that's weird.
And then it says, the next day the girl recalled she felt woozy, hot, and clumsy after drinking a smoothie and subsequently blacked out. Did I say that right? Subsequently?
Subsequently, yeah.
Okay, you know how some words you be saying
So
weird.
The one girl that was awake, let me let you get through the article.
It says blacked out, falling into a thick, deep sleep that she had never experienced before. After taking the drug test, it was discovered Maiden drugged the girls with benzodiazepine, a depression that slows down the nervous system.
Whoa. Yeah, he was trying to take advantage of them little girls.
It's crazy.
The one girl that was awake, did she not drink the smoothie? Or did she not drink the whole thing so it didn't take a full effect? Maybe she was in asleep and started to wake up.
That's what I'm wondering about too.
That is wild.
Unless
God was on her side.
Okay.
Period.
No, that's what I'm I wonder. Well, I think I did cut out part of it because it said one girl didn't want to drink it, but they all, of course, made her do it.
Peer pressure.
Which also is just
if I want the smoothie, I don't want the smoothie. I'm not gonna drink it.
Also, again, white people shit. Girl, this is a sleepover. Y'all ain't got no pop.
Right.
And the Kool-Aid. Y'all ain't got no Kool-Aid. Well, shit, I don't want your Kool-Aid neither. I'm scared. But, girl, my mama said if we have
a juice box, anything.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's weird.
White people. And then also, well, 5 fingers to you because you a fucking creep. But also, I'm also wondering too, like, did the daughter know? Was the daughter drunk?
In on it?
Because, like, here's my thing. If she did know, and that was his first time doing something like that,
and maybe they were.
That's gonna fuck her up.
Maybe they were like his test group.
Because remember, they said in the article that he was putting his hands underneath the nose and like waving his hands in front of their faces.
That's so creepy.
That's so fucking creepy. I'm
starting to get the creeps right here.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
I wonder.
And I ain't gonna lie, I would did that. Right. I would have played sleep too. They'd be like,
I would have woke up and started yelling Jesus. He would be like, I'm sorry.
Ooh. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know. That would it's creeping me out. Just that poor baby. Yes, just like,
and that would like mess you up.
That would scare the fuck out of me.
I wouldn't want friends anymore. Like
that would be like, no, I don't even sleep on nobody's house no more. Ooh,
it's not even just sleepover. I would not want friends anymore. Like,
ooh, but yeah, 5 fingers to you, you fucking creep
and weird.
Yeah, wild and weird as fuck. My next 5 fingers, and I was thinking about, I was like, do I really want to give her 5 fingers? But a little bit, yeah. A woman by the name of Melissa Scott. I don't know if any of y'all know who that is. She was on Love and Hip Hop. She was Mimi's masculine presenting friend. She be with Jocelyn now. Melissa, I think she's a party promoter in Atlanta and stuff, and she also do like pride events in Atlanta and stuff like that. Black queer woman. But recently she was telling a story about how like she had to finesse real quick on the performance because she had booked, it was for a pride event, and she had booked Tiana Taylor. Tiana Taylor said she was going to do it. She wanted Chris Brown, and he said, and I quote, no niggas. So it was, but I'm guessing Melissa was throwing a sort of like queer woman focused thing. I think that's what her specialty might be for the events. Because, there are certain collectives that like, but like anybody can come though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is like still like kind of, whatever. But he was supposed to perform. Tiana Taylor did her thing. And then she was talking to somebody at the event. Who was she talking to? I forgot. Maybe it was Tiana Taylor's son, but then I guess Chris Brown got wind there was guys there and then pulled out the performance. Because he said he just didn't want no gay men around him, pretty much, homophobic. Even though we're at a pride event, and even though, yes, I understand it's a party that's centered around queer women, but if it's a pride event, queer men are going to be there because it's gay. Like, I don't know, the shit is stupid every time. That's why I hate even, like, explaining it, because I'm just like, you do understand that's how it works, right? Dummy? Like, but
if you gave your word.
Yes, and he backed out, but then she found Fetty Wap, and Fetty Wap did it, and it was cool. Now, I know people are like, well, PJ, what you giving 5 fingers for? I'm giving 5 fingers for because I think, too, that was one of the things that's bothering me is that, like, why didn't you try to book a queer artist? Why didn't you try to book somebody that was openly supportive of queer people?
True.
And somebody like this that's going to say, as long as no gay niggas ain't going to be at a gay event.
And then that immediately should have been like, actually, no, I don't want to book you.
Right. Because Tiana Taylor is very gay friendly. Like, like she's queer herself.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Question mark?
Like,
yeah.
I feel like I want to say yes, but I'm not sure.
I mean, she know what's tea.
She definitely
She know. You know what I'm saying? She know what's tea.
Yeah.
So Tiana Taylor, I mean, no shade to a Fetty or anything. Thank you for doing, not thank you, but like, glad you did it.
Appreciate your support.
We appreciate the support.
Yeah.
But like, it's just like, why you didn't, there are plenty of like artists that could have done it. And like, especially somebody like Chris Brown, like, and I don't know, it just gives me like, it's just that.
Does he support women?
Boom. Like, and we're going to talk about him a little more later in the pop culture segment. And also that those, Melissa gives me one of those pick-me gays that wants, the straights to like them. And I think I'm past that point in my life where like, I'm kind of in the fuck straight people mode. Like, for real, Joy. Like, I'm at the fuck, because like, it's like, especially, I think it's also different depending on, gender. Like,
Yeah.
I'm at the point, I was talking to somebody we both know. I ain't want to say her name, but just talking about like, I'm so tired of dealing with men every time they get nervous around, or like especially black men who get like that squeamish around gay men because you think they won't. Nigga, don't nobody want you. Bitch, I have standards.
When one of my friends, he and I would hang out a lot. Anytime there were guys that were like that around him, at the end of the day, it always ended up being that they were interested in some way, shape, or form, or that they were curious. And it's like
that one friend you showed me. Oh my God.
Yes,
baby.
And that is just like, that's when people start acting that way. I'm like, your insecurity is screaming out loud. Like, you're telling me your secret right now. Like, one of my friends, we're good friends now, but when I first met her, she was kind of that way. She was always like kind of like uncomfortable-ish around me, or she would
be
like too like always had something to say about my sexuality. And I was just, one day I was like, you're telling me something without telling me something.
I'm weak.
And then a few years later, we went out to coffee and she was like, don't say I told you so, but
I got a girlfriend.
I do like women. It's like, not going to say I told you so, but sorry, I'm like, glad that you stepped into the light. Like, glad that you were finally able to admit that for yourself.
Yes.
Some people act that way. I'd be like,
But it's always the one that's just cockeyed, receding hairline, ain't never been off the block ass. Oh, look at you.
Don't nobody want you. And just because I like
men
does not mean I like
all
you.
Men. All bitches don't like you.
Yes, I was just going to say, the same way all women don't like you, all men don't want you. Sit down.
Like,
grow some hair.
And you ugly. Like, what the fuck? Like,
you ugly.
And you ugly.
Like, I want to understand.
And that's why, and I'm kind of at that point, but I just kind of thought that was a 5-finger moment because it's just like, I don't know. And I think because I'm at this point in my life where I'm like, I'm going where I'm celebrated and not tolerated.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. Especially when it comes to the queer shit, when it comes to the black shit. I'm going where I am celebrated. And like, I'm just I hate a pick me gay. The ones who want to be straight so bad.
Please.
Or like me. And I know that, and like, maybe I'm speaking out of turn, but I feel like that it does happen, especially when said gender is presenting, quote unquote, the opposite of what they are. Like,
there is this desire to be accepted or to be seen as like, and it's like, just do what makes you feel best as you.
Yeah.
And like, if people don't like you for it, then that's okay. But that, not to go too deep, that always speaks to a deeper issue of rejection. Like, people's deepest fear of rejection, like just talking out loud when they are that way. It's like they're so terrified or upset about the constant rejection that they feel like they need everybody to like them, have the attention on them, accept them. So not to take it to a deep place.
No, and we love doing that here, okay? It would be better if I had some wine. Oh, that's what I didn't tell y'all. Oh, baby. It ain't no wine today because, beloved, I am recovering from the wisdom teeth surgery. So I can't really do too much drinking because, I always have me a bottle of wine here. Y'all, get that shit done. Get that shit done. Get it over with. So if they take them motherfuckers out, that shit was just annoying. I just didn't realize,
the toll it takes.
How much I like my mouth.
And how much you like move your mouth when you talk. When I had my wisdom teeth removed.
Even laying down, Joy.
Yes. I had like ripped, like they had, on one side I had like stitches. And like I just ripped them from like opening my mouth too wide. I was like, oh.
You said, oh my God.
No, literally. I was like, I need to go back. And it hurt, like you said, laying down, like on your side, like side of your face. I was like, this is awful.
Awful.
But it was a great week for mashed potatoes. So.
Baby, when I tell you about like 4 or 5 boxes of mashed potatoes, baby.
Listen.
4 or 5 boxes of mashed potatoes. That's all I kept eating. And I'm just like, I'm finna get fat. Stop it. But yeah, them all the 5 fingers I have. Did you have any 5 fingers? Anything pissed you off? Or maybe you want to lay like a strong biblical hand? That's good. That means nothing in life is, living your life like it's cold and cold. Living my life like it's golden, 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 gold. Yes.
What's the last part?
I cannot. All right, now we're going to move on to another little segment I like to call PJ's Point, where I'm not trying to preach and I'm not trying to teach, but I do want to reach out and just touch somebody with a little word, okay? You know? So my point today is very simple. You know, I don't want to be long today. I don't want to be too long. It's simple and I just want you to like get it. And I'm gonna, go into depth, but it's very simple. Okay, you ready? I just like to be simple with it. Go to work and fucking work.
You're preaching.
Bitch, like for real, go to work and work. Listen, and I'm not trying to sound like an old bitter bitch, and also 32 is not old. But some of y'all come to work to do everything but work.
Work grinds my gears.
And I just don't understand that. Listen, I understand you want to have fun, you want to kiki at work. I do the same thing. But I also know that I'm still here to do a motherfucking job and it gotta be done.
Yes.
But I can still he and ha in between.
Yes. But I'm gonna get the job done.
I'm gonna get the job done.
We met in the workplace.
Yes.
And we made a great connection.
Yes.
When it was time to get the work done.
We got it done.
Indeed.
And it wasn't hard.
Was not difficult. And some of what makes it hard is because you're just not doing it. You're not doing it, and then you start complaining about how you're not doing the work, and it's like, well, if you just did the job, you signed up to
and I get it.
Apply to work here.
Yeah,
work here. You signed to make a certain amount of money for performing a certain set of tasks.
Yes.
So what?
And I get it. Some days you don't want to. I'm with you.
But if every day.
If every single fucking day, now baby, maybe it's time for a new job. But
no job.
Also, stop going to work and then getting caught up in the social aspect of it.
Yeah.
Some of y'all go to work for fun. I don't.
I came to make my money so I can pay my bills.
Period. .com.org/edu.gov /org. Okay?
Listen.
I came here to make money. Now, if I fuck with some of y'all in this process, yes, great. That's fine. I'm all for it. This ain't high school, bitch.
It's not.
This is not. This ain't college.
It's not.
We can have fun, but do your motherfucking job.
Listen, because if you don't, then I can't have fun with you. Anyone that has worked with me in the past knows. Once you start not doing your job, fun joy goes away. And all you're going to get is very dry, cut and dry responses. And I'm going to be about my business.
Yes.
Oh, I wanted to ask you about blah, blah. Okay. You haven't asked the question yet. Then once you ask me the question, here's your answer. That's it.
Yeah.
There is no kikiing. How was your weekend? Great. How was yours? Oh, you know what?
You don't even get a how was yours for me.
Bye. To do. Typing away. Because I just don't understand. I don't understand. I had a conflict with a coworker, an old coworker, because of my working. Glory to God. And when we were talking about it ended up being such an issue that we had to sit down with our big boss. And I could never for the life of me understand what the issue was with this person because they never brought it to me. Mm-hmm. They just kept going to different managers. And I was even the different managers that would come to me, I asked them but what specifically, what am I doing or not doing that's upsetting this person? And I would specifically ask them hey, do you have any feedback for me? Is there anything you need from me? No, everything's fine. No, everything's fine. Then we get in this meeting because I'm wondering what is the problem? That it's you got people coming to me, trying to talk to me about how I can be a better team player. But you're the only person on the team that has an issue with me.
Yeah.
And we get in this meeting and she talks in circles for 5 minutes. And then our manager is okay, but really, what is your issue with Joy? Because she talked about everything but me. In the beginning, they're okay, well, what's upsetting you? She went on this whole rant, had nothing to do with me. And she said, well, she's just not my friend. I almost lost my mind.
Oh my God.
And in the nicest, no, it wasn't that nice. I literally was I don't know how else to say this, but I don't come to work to make friends. If it happens in the process, great. But if not, it's not what I'm here for. I come to work. And when I come to work and you've been here all morning and there's piles of things to do, I don't want to be your friend. I want to come in and get it done because it reflects on me and my work ethic because we're on the same team.
Mm-hmm.
So if the job is not done, it doesn't just make you look bad, it makes me look bad.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, well, I see you when you come in and you say hi to everybody. And then when you come to me, like, it's just really dry, and then you just immediately start working at the computer. And I was like, because like I said, when I come in and there's piles of things to do, then that tells me I need to get to work. So by the time I get to you, I'm in work mode. I've said my hellos and I'm ready to go. And if I'm looking at you and you're just kikiing and there's everything in the world that needs to be done, I'm not gonna be like, so tell me blah blah. No, let's get it done.
Yeah, like, let's do it. What the fuck?
I don't understand.
And that's crazy. I had an incident at a workplace where, like, my manager got mad because I said, like, I don't come to work to make friends. Like, she got mad, and I was like, yeah, I do.
Right. You should be glad.
I'm here to work, and that's what I fucking do.
Are you looking for friends? You do not have a friend in me.
And, you know, that's also something now. I feel like, do I want to make it about? Yeah. I feel like that's white people, too.
I wasn't going to say it.
Yeah, that's white people. I'm sorry. They come to work to, like, work is not work to them. Some of them.
Some of them. I have found a faithful few in the
Right. Yeah.
But a lot of them be like, yeah, so anyway, tell me blah, blah, blah. And I was like, first of all, I don't know you. I'm not going to tell you anything about my life. I'm just here to do what I'm here to do. And I'm a very friendly person, so I don't mind being friendly. I don't mind talking. And I am a people lover. But, like, when it comes down to it, I'm paid to work. And that's what I'm going to do.
I'm trying to go home.
Priority, not to make friends.
At all. Not in the fucking slightest.
And then a lot of times you make friends with these people and they be the first ones to throw you under the bus.
Hello. That's why I don't trust work friends.
Listen, one of my friends, his dad, we were like all talking about a work situation. And he was like, when it's you and me, we cool. But when it's you or me, it's going to always be me.
Ooh.
And when he said that, I was like sitting in the couch, like, you know, slumped down, almost in nap mode. And I said, that's the one. And he said it like twice. And I was like, that really, what's the word?
I like that.
That resonated with me. I was like, 'cause it's true. When it's you and me, like when we down and we kick in and everything is cool, great. But then when it's you or me, it's not going to be me. Because I know you will be quick to, well, Joy. So don't worry, it won't be a you and me. It'll be a you.
Yeah.
And I'll be over here doing me.
Okay.
And I was like, bro, that's crazy. And he was telling us about his different work experiences and how people tried to like, and he was like, that's how I had to learn, you know?
Yeah, y'all, come to work. Don't nobody got time. You can hear in between. On break time, in the break room, outside.
That's what work is for.
Also, everybody ain't meant to be your friend at work.
That part.
Everybody ain't meant to be your friend at work. Just let them do the job right.
Period.
That's all.
And I'll make a better connection with somebody that I see actually working than I will with the person that walks around talking to everybody.
Okay.
But not doing their job.
I tell people all the time, have I made friends from work? Yes. I can sit here and say every friend I've made from work, the reason I fuck with them is because they work.
You and I.
Yes. Like, and I think about all my, like, because we work.
Yes.
Yes.
We're getting it done.
And we still doing us in that process.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like. It
doesn't have to be either or.
Right.
You can have fun while you get your work done.
And right. Do it right. Do it the fuck right. Shat.
Yeah.
All right. All right, on to the next segment, the homegoing section. Well, we like to just, you know, give a little.
I forgot about this section.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Well, we give. I said at first I used to call it the condolences section, but I was like, I don't like that. But I was like, I like a little homegoing. You know, you know, I always wish. I like to call it happy homegoing. You know,
Yes.
I would love to wish a happy homegoing to I hope I'm saying her name right. Hydea Broadbent. She passed recently. She was 39. She was a young HIV activist. You might have seen clips of her on Oprah's show a long time ago when she was 8. and she was a child. She was born with HIV, and she had like other things too.
Okay.
And they were saying like she wasn't supposed to live past probably 12 or 11. And she made it all the way to 39.
Glory to God.
So, she was spreading the word on HIV and things like that. And I know at that time probably broke a lot of the stigma because she was born with it.
Yeah.
Because, people really, I think, especially back in the 90s and 80s, it was the gay disease,
Yes. That was the only thing it was associated with.
Yes. So it was like to see this little baby who was born like this, like, well, maybe this might just be a disease that affects everybody. Yes. Everybody. Everybody.
Yeah.
Yes. So happy homegoing to you, and sending healing energy to her family and her friends. Because that's a battle. That's a battle.
It is very.
Now, dang, I don't have a what would you do. I always usually have a what. Do you have a what would you do? No? Or what would you do type of question?
I don't know. What would you do? You was one of them little girls in the basement getting drugged.
Oh my God.
Like,
honestly, I would have probably did what Homegirl did.
You would have faked sleep?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, part of me, when you talk about, like, I would, you like to think that you would do something.
Oh, I wouldn't have got up.
Say, like, you never really know until you're in the situation. And while I would like to think that I would, like, get up, I feel like I would be afraid of what he would do. So I would probably do the same thing he would do. I would just be like, I'm going to pretend that I'm still sleeping. And as soon as I have the opportunity, I would have called, I would have texted my parents. I also would have called 911 though.
Oh, you would have called down. Why didn't my man go to calling 911?
I don't know.
That's so now I'm mad at myself. And I'm just like, bitch, what? Why did I call down?
On the iPhone, you can hold the two buttons and it'll just
that
thing and been like, come get me.
Now see, and then that's even crazier. Now, we're talking about something that's happening now. Imagine this was 15, 20 years ago? Before phones and texting?
Oh, God. Yeah, you definitely would just have to lay there, maybe even all night.
Like, oh, my God. Like, if that was back then, I would have snuck out that house somehow.
Yeah.
I would have snuck out that.
I would have, back then, if I had no way to contact anybody, I feel like the moment he would have started, touching me, I would have woke up and been like, I'm going to fight with everything I have.
Oh, yeah, the moment I'm finna bug you. I swear, I ain't gonna lie. I would have clawed his face up.
I would have went nuts. Literally, I would have
pulled his face off.
I would have found anything I can. Again, if it's me.
Ooh, that hurt my jaw a little bit. That's okay.
Take it easy.
I know. That's what I'm like, oh, Lord. Hey.
Listen.
Oh, I would have clawed him up. I would have clawed him. Baby.
It wouldn't be me.
I would have bit and clawed and kicked and fight.
Listen.
Oh, I would have clawed him up.
You would have had so many bite marks. Scratch
marks. And I'm talking about screaming bloody murder during the process.
The neighbors would be up and knocking on your door, sir.
Like,
is everything okay? Listen, I would be going crazy.
No, I would literally have a fucking fit.
Yes.
Like, I would scream. I would scream so hard. They were like, we're going to have to, fix the damage you did to your vocal cords. That's how loud I would have screamed. They were like, you kind of tore something.
Yes.
And that's fine.
And I would still be screaming. Because I'm not going to stay here with your creepy.
That's crazy. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
All right, well, moving on to our cheers section where we like to give a little cheers to those doing some great things. Clink. The first is Jennifer King. She is one of the assistant coaches for the Bears. The first female.
I saw that.
Yes. And I said, now, if the Bears just start winning.
Let her be the key, please.
I'm going to be like, this is why you need to just let women do shit.
Yes.
Okay? Because at the end of the day, I got a feeling that's what's going to happen.
Same.
I got a feeling.
I literally had that same thought. As soon as I saw it come across, saw it on social media. I was like, let this be our year. I said, watch this be our year.
Oh, I said, that'd be crazy. So shout out to you, boo. And we are sending you nothing but positive vibes. Y'all better respect her. Because I know how, I don't know.
Women, and even if you want to go here, Black women will get these roles that they've never had before. And then there are always men, sometimes specifically white men, they will do everything they can to sabotage them.
Oh, yes.
Or to like try to make them look crazy.
Yeah.
So it could be like, well, this is why. Like, do you know what I mean? Like all the weird things that white people do, and sometimes just people in general.
Yeah.
To make it seem like, well, this is why we don't invite these kind of people in our spaces. This is why
right.
you're not qualified. And it's like, no,
you need to act right, bitch.
Yeah, like you out here acting crazy. This is why you should be in a mental hospital. Like, this is why you should be arrested. Like,
the fuck?
Yeah, so same. I'm hoping that.
And those black players, y'all look out for her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just,
don't be a part of the.
Please don't be part of the problem. Another cheers I wanted to give. And honestly, this ain't for no specific reason, just because, like, I feel like he is just a performer, and everything he is in, he's good, so good. Coleman Domingo, he was in The New Color Purple.
Yes.
He played Mr.
He did an incredible job.
Joy, everything
his character.
That's how you know.
But he did an incredible job.
Joy, everything this man is in, because I've just been, my thing I said this year I want to watch more movies.
Oh my God, I've been doing the same.
Yes, I just been watching hella movies. And I was watching Zola with him in it. And he was it's actually very interesting. I think you should watch it.
Where can I watch this movie?
Amazon Prime or shit. Yeah, Zola. It's good. It's a Twitter thread that got turned into a movie.
Really? Ooh, that's going to be good. I think I listened to you talk about that on your last episode.
Probably. Mm-hmm. Yes, I did review that one. So, he is just good. And I also found out he playing Joe Jackson in the new Michael biopic.
Oh, yes.
I said, he finna fuck that up.
Yeah.
He finna fuck that up. He is just a good ass actor. Like, oh my God. Inspiration. So yes, cheers to these individuals. Did you have anybody you want to cheers to? Anything in pop culture in your life? And,
It's Women's History Month. Cheers.
Oh my God. Cheers to women.
Yes.
It's Women's Motherfucking History Month.
Yeah.
I just want to say, all my bitches out there, and I say bitches with love, because y'all know me. I love y'all. Oh my God. To the bad bitches.
Yes.
To the boss bitches.
Yes.
To the fly bitches.
Oh, yes.
Shit, Christian bitches.
Here we are.
To the creative bitches.
Yes.
The innovative bitches.
Innovate.
Like, no, for real. Happy Women's History Month. And especially to, my mama, my grandma, Beyonce, Oh my God, Women's History Month. Yes. Oh! I love it. Now we on to the review section where I like to talk to y'all about what I've been watching, listening to, and maybe even read. Although I can't read a lot because I fall asleep, so I do an audible.
Okay. Taking a turn.
Oh, Joy, every time I start reading, smooth.
Really?
Like, straight to bed.
I can't do the audible because my mind just goes places. So, like, I'll be listening to something. Like, even sometimes, like, when I'm, like, working on my podcast, I might listen to it. I have to, like, go back so many times. Like, anything I listen to.
Okay.
Because my mind will just go to a place. Like,
that makes sense.
Floats away.
Understandable.
It's like a balloon. I just have to, like, run after it. Try to go back. No, literally. It's like, when I start listening to stuff, I'm like, man, 20 minutes has gone by and I picked up nothing. Like, my mind was far, far away. Like, I was thinking about lunch. I was thinking about, like, whatever is next in my day. It's so hard sometimes for me to stay focused. They've tested me for, like, ADD, ADHD. I don't have it. They don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just absent-minded. Like, I just go anywhere.
It happens.
Like, I have to have a physical book or else I have not retained. Like, it will take
I don't know what it is.
Twice as long.
I wonder if it's looking down or something. Like, girl, I mean, I just...
Do you get too cozy? Like...
And I'm wondering if that's it. Because I sure be, like, in the chair and I'd be like, oh, Lord, chapter 12. Like,
it's time for me to go to bed.
Oh, Lord. Okay. But to the review...
maybe you're not reading something that's, like, super engaging.
No, I be liking what I read. I don't know. I wonder also, too, let's be real. I'm wondering, too, if my eyes are tired, especially being in spaces where I have to work with technology a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I also wear contacts. So I wonder, is reading is like making them that much more tired. Is that a thing, you think?
I'm not sure. Time for some research.
Yeah. But anyways, to the review section. What I watched lately on Netflix, I recently watched some more stand-up. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that a lot. My mama said her face looked different. She said she looked different. She didn't recognize her at first. Ooh. But I don't know. What else have I watched recently? I watched that. Oh, I finished Teen Titans on Amazon Prime. That's for the little cartoon nerd in me. If you are, do you like DC? No, you don't like none of that.
Marvel, it all goes over my head.
And that's fine. You ain't missing too much. I'm just like, I'm a fake nerd with it where like, I just watch it. I can't keep up. Because everybody got like 9 storylines. Yeah. 9 different versions. And I'm just like, okay, look, what the TV got on? Okay? I'm trying to think. I feel like I watched something else on Amazon Prime recently that I wanted to share. Oh, I watched a movie called The Hot Pursuit. It's an old comedy with Sofia Vergara and Reese Witherspoon starring in it. And Reese Witherspoon is like this cop who like kind of like a fuck up, but like not really.
As a cop.
Yes, and I'm like, it's Sofia Vergara. She got to escort her to somewhere so she's going to witness protection. It's funny. And like, it's it was in 2015, so it's like it has like that the notions of like female empowerment. Yes. And it's cute. Reese is my unproblematic white fave. Oh, I love Reese.
I see you said that right now. I just never noticed how unproblematic she is. Like she never comes up in anything.
Reese, though, and she can honestly love her performances. Same. Like,
there's nothing I've seen her in that I've been like, oh, she.
This bitch always like she just do it just right.
Yes.
Be like her, white people. Okay, be like Reese. Be like Reese. Okay. And then of course I've been in my reality bag. So now I'm sorry. This might. And if you have questions, ask. Okay. So I watched the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I finally got to the end of the episode. Oh, joy. It was so messy. They went to the Bermuda Triangle. Oh. Yeah, they went. I'm like, oh my God. And they found out one of the girls was running a fake Finsta that's been posting shit about them.
But like, shout out to her for doing it for so long. And I mean,
and this was her first season though. They didn't know. They found out at the end of the season. Yeah. And of course they like, rah, her. But like, to me, they're very white woman. And it was a lot of crime and all that stuff. I love Monica. I don't care what y'all say. She went to the reunion. She said what she said. So one of the other housewives on there, her name is Jen Shah. She in jail for fraud on elderly people. She stole from them. Yes. Oh my God. Monica was Jen's assistant. Now we saw the police come for Jen on season 2.
But Monica didn't go to jail.
So Monica didn't go to jail because we found out Monica was one of the informants that was getting information on Jen.
Yeah, I need immunity. I'll tell you everything.
Okay? And I ain't mad at it. Be like, what you want to know?
Because why the elderly?
And then she was frauding the elderly and buying fake designer.
Oh no.
Bitch.
You're going about it all wrong. Like fake designer. Like the least you out of respect for the elderly that you frauded.
It's about real shit. So Jen got 6 years.
One real out something.
Yeah, came on TV wearing fake designer. So she got 6 years, and Monica was one of the informants, okay? And so, she said she started the page Reality Von Tease to expose Jen. And apparently the other woman was just collateral damage.
I think that's a great way to try to get from underneath it, but I don't buy that. I don't know anything about this show. I don't know anything about it.
Enjoy that.
But my gut is telling me she's lying.
Bring her back. They saying she got fired, from the show. She was an icon. An icon because she gave them bitches a run for their money. But she was also a very vulnerable housewife. She was emotional because she has a terrible relationship with her mother. It's so bad. Right. And we saw and like, it's bad. She was excommunicated from the church. So, religion. Salt Lake City is the capital of Mormonism.
Yes.
Did not know that. And so in one of the girls' storyline, she released a book called Bad Mormon because she got excommunicated. And she talks about that in her book. her family was big into Mormonism. Like, sent her to the university.
Oh, yikes.
She did a mission. And now because of this, her family don't talk to her no more because of the show. One girl, she got excommunicated. She wrote a letter to get excommunicated because she don't believe what the church says. One woman, Mary Cosby.
Mary, did you know?
Girl, so Mary is the only black woman on the show. Oh. Mary is the pastor of a church. Now, Mary is, I forget what's Mary. Is she Lutheran? I don't know what Mary is, but she's a pastor, so she don't cuss, but like, I would love for you to watch and observe Mary, because she does say whatever she wants. So last year she called one of the girls inbred, and then
oh my God.
And then so this season they sat down and Heather was telling Mary, she was like, Mary, do you really think I look inbred? She's like, I do. She's like a nice, nasty church lady.
The woman of God.
No, but okay, Mary also is married to her grandmother's husband.
No.
But that's not her grandfather.
It doesn't matter. No.
I know. And they have a son. He's 18.
No.
And Mary like inherited a lot of stuff from her grandmother.
What do they call it? Was it Stockholm syndrome? Like,
no, Mary has the most interesting, because her grandmother was also involved in I be forgetting. And then like I remember Mary was mad she didn't come to the season 2 reunion because there were claims that her church was a cult, and I knew that pissed Mary off because Mary don't play about her church.
Mary sounds very interesting to me.
Honestly, Joy, I want you to watch Salt Lake solely for Mary. Fuck them other white bitches, okay? But yeah, I learned a lot about Mormonism through this show.
Yeah.
And how that church is interesting. Just interesting.
Yeah.
It is interesting.
Any sect of religion or denomination that, I hope I don't offend anybody.
It's okay.
That like requires you to like, if you do X, Y, and Z,
right,
we have to excommunicate you. I just can't get with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it just seems so not genuine to me. Like,
yeah.
Anything that goes to the extreme, like when you go to the utter extreme, that tells me like there's a lot about something that you don't understand. And so because when people go to extremes like that, you don't understand what you're getting into. So you go all the way to one extreme to like stay safe. But that usually leads to like crazy stuff, like real crazy stuff. But, yikes, Mormonism.
It's so interesting. And then one of the girls, her son he going on a mission and somewhere. And she consider herself a Mormon, but she still drink, and she has a tequila brand.
Honorary Mormon member.
That's like me saying I'm vegan, but I own a farm with chickens,
cows,
and and I use it. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But Salt Lake City is very interesting.
I didn't know there was how many different
franchises.
Yes.
So there's Salt Lake City.
Mm-hmm.
There's Potomac, which is another one I'm going to talk about. Atlanta, Miami, Orange County, Beverly Hills. I feel like I'm missing one. New Jersey, New York, Dubai.
What? Dubai? Okay.
Which was interesting. Now, here's the tea, Joy. Like, even watching these things, like, I'm learning, I learned about, like, Dubai. Apparently, that was a big deal for them coming there.
Oh, absolutely. That's why I'm, like, in utter shock.
Yes, because apparently women over there do not have too many, like, rights to things.
They 100% do not.
And, like, I even know, like, even over there, liquor. Girl, you can't buy that in the store. You have to, like, go. It's in restaurants and, like, you have to get. I'm like, Dubai is something. And I heard that, like, and I was hearing stories like the girl, did you hear about the girl who got arrested over there because she was frustrated and did something along the lines of, like something like that, and went to jail?
No, but I believe it.
And I said, oh my God.
I believe it 100%.
Yeah, I don't think I want to go to Dubai.
They're very, very strict in Dubai.
Yeah.
However, Dubai is like one of the safest places. Like, a lot of people living in Dubai are not from Dubai, but they go and they end up staying because it's one of the safest places. They say they want to stay because it feels so safe to be there. But Dubai has a lot of laws and like rules, and like they're very strict. And like, if you're like, here in the US, the trash country, no offense, all offense,
all trash,
because we're just going downhill. hell in a handbasket. Like here, you come from another country, you buy some land, that land is yours.
Yeah.
You can pass it down throughout your family, blah, blah, whatever. In Dubai, if I went to Dubai and I bought some land, it's mine for 99 years. Afterwards, they're taking it back.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
They're like, oh, you're not from
And you got to get permission to live places.
Yeah. It's very, very strict there. But, I mean, it's also really beautiful there. And they have a lot of things, so
they were showing it on Joy, like even watching it through the Housewives, I was like, this is a very fucking interesting place.
I remember when I was in high school and they were still like, Dubai wasn't well known yet.
Because ain't Dubai kind of new?
It is. And I remember like one of my teachers, he was like, today we're going to talk about something very unique. Like he talked it up to be this thing, and it was like when they were still like very much in their development stages, building a lot of their like really nice infrastructure and buildings. And he was teaching us about Dubai and how they were on the rise. And I remember I was like, I've never heard of this place. I don't know if they'll ever really make it. And then a few years later, boom, Dubai. So
it really kind of just got built.
Yeah, like within like the last 10 or 15 years.
Wow. What was there before
really
is now?
I mean, it was Dubai, but they just were not as like famous and like
that's
big.
crazy.
But they really poured a lot of time, money, and energy
now where did that come from?
Into the infrastructure. I have no idea.
I would love to know where this money came from.
I mean, Dubai is like in the Middle East, so probably oil. Like, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But I know that they have this goal to like be number one, essentially. Like, you know how, I don't know if America is still number one, but you know, America was like the place. And they just had this goal to be like there. And so they're making their way, child.
But baby, they look too strict for me to be there because I don't even think my gay ass can be there.
Like, I don't think I can make it.
Yeah, I don't even think my gay ass could be there.
And they were like, ma'am, come with us.
And I'll be like, oh, girl, let me go. I'm finna go back to America.
Right.
No, I'm okay.
Send me back.
They're finna beat me. But yes, speaking of though, Leah, so in the current ones that is on, Potomac is on. So that's in like DC area.
Yeah.
Another one where like the cast is primarily black. No, they all black.
I'm surprised that there's not a Chicago.
I heard they tried to do Chicago, but nothing stuck. But also, they're going to get to Chicago and it's going to be all white women.
I think so.
Yes. I know if they come to Chicago, they're going to try to make it an all white woman cast. And I'm like, no, I
feel like that wouldn't fly.
I don't.
If that was the case, they would all get.
Because I'm just thinking, especially about. I know it's wealthy people of color here.
Yeah.
Like I know.
Yeah.
But they don't. They ain't finna like really look.
That's so.
Because that's the thing about Chicago. I think in general with just talent, entertainment.
Yeah.
We not like New York where it's just like everybody is going there to showcase something.
It's true.
Whereas like here you gotta look for the people.
True. But here it's like we're saturated with so much talent.
Yes.
And I wonder if it's like they don't want to look because there's so much. It's like, how do you find the cream of the crop?
And also Chicago is not a very our like talent stream is not very, even like I'm thinking about the music that come from here. It's very experimental.
It is.
It's not as mainstream as something from Cali.
True.
Or New York.
True. But I don't know. I feel like people from Chicago are so creative and innovative.
Yes.
Like, it's like the sound that comes out of here, sometimes it's almost like a little bit before its time.
Yes.
And so people they're like, oh, well, we don't know. And then it's like, no, you just missed your beat.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It really sucks because there's so much.
It's so much here.
There's so much in Chicago. But I believe our time is coming.
And like I feel like it's slightly coming because, you know, we get movies, TV shows.
Yeah.
Even though I feel like, you know, they still need to look for local Chicago talent. Cough, cough. Yeah, it's just not there yet.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. What happened on Potomac? What they do? They up in Dominican Republic. That's a cute little trip. I like Miss Kiana. She is a friend of the show. I like her a lot because, baby, she checked NECA. And NECA, this is her first season. I don't know if NECA needs to come back. Because she's not giving us anything. This feud with Wendy and shit, I'm just tired of the Nigerian women fighting. It's dumb.
Yikes.
Yeah, all because of Ashley's ass, which we also just found out Ashley's ass, I think, honestly, this might be Ashley's she's going to either get demoted or she is done, because she just revealed on this episode that her ex, Michael, who we all know and can't stand, he said he's suing her if he appears on camera at all in any capacity.
Oh, yikes.
And baby, he's your storyline. So I don't know what you're gonna do.
He said you ain't getting rich off of me no more.
No more, because apparently he already got a little credit card she can use or something that he gives her, baby, because she's dumb and then work out stuff to get after the divorce. Like he's a millionaire. Mm-hmm. He got money. This man got money. They were staying in the penthouse.
Oh, wow.
She can't afford the house that she in now without him.
Yeah.
But she's stupid because she revealed on TV that one of the reasons she ain't getting a divorce is because she don't know if she can financially support herself on her own without him. Mm. And I'm like, well, that was dumb to say on national television.
Yeah, it was.
And especially if you know y'all in the process of a divorce, dumb.
They're definitely going to use that against you.
Okay. Yeah. And she said it's because, she saw her mama run up behind a man and it eventually got them evicted, I think twice. And so my thing is instead of being a go-getter about your set, i.e. setting up you a little, alimony and stuff. Yeah. Because she's not getting anything. Because
not smart about it.
She was not smart at all.
Rebrand yourself for yourself.
And he's 30 years her senior. She's 36.
Oh, ouch.
He got to be in his 60s, knocking on 70s.
The gap from me, I couldn't do it.
Yeah. She was 27. He was 50-something. He also, girl, that's what Potomac. He also
knocking on 60.
He also got in trouble for touching a producer's ass. And they sued him and everything, but he won because Michael got money and he got lawyers. Even though we literally saw him on camera, you hear the production person saying please don't do that. Don't do that to me. He also grabbed somebody else husband's ass on the first season.
Yikes.
And he said that he wanted to suck somebody else's husband's dick. The man is clearly queer.
Yeah.
And it's
I have a lot of questions about this.
Oh my God, Joy.
Wild. That's sick.
I'm telling you, maybe you might want to get into some of the real housewives.
No, that brand of television, I just can't. It's too much chaos for my mind.
I know. Joy, sometimes even I got to turn it off. And I'm like,
I cannot function for the rest of the day.
But
it's too much.
There are some good moments sometimes, though. I don't know. I swear it's a double-edged sword. Because I guess my thing is, I said, I love women. I do. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate them taking the role of a housewife and just making that what does a housewife mean to you? So and so so some of these women out here starting businesses, doing good shit.
Yes, I love that.
Being in the community, doing their big ones. Some of the girls, especially in Atlanta, you will see with Candy. Candy, Candy Burris, you don't know her from Escape? It's okay, baby. But she does. You probably if you've seen her. But then of course there's drama.
Yeah, I think that's part of my issue with those shows. It's I love the initial idea, but it often does not showcase women at their best. And I am and especially Black women, I'm there's already so much against us. Mm-hmm. And this is I don't know. It's I struggle to find the balance in it.
But I ain't gonna lie. Housewives is a good one because it's not Love and Hip Hop. Whereas Housewives, they do get them to sit down and have conversations.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you can say what you want to say. Let's be real. When it comes to reality networks, it's rankings.
Yeah.
You got Zeus. You got VH1. And Bravo is kind of the top of the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's a whole world now.
Yeah.
And Bravo, that's where the money at. That's where them checks at.
True.
So they do get them to sit down and try to have honest conversation and on the last episode of Potomac, they had this woman is an ambassador for sexual assault survivors, Karen on Potomac. And one of the girls, Mia, she revealed that she was sexually assaulted and how it still gets to her sometimes. Mia also just had a hard background in general. Mother was addicted to crack.
Oh, not crack.
Yes. Or drugs. I'll say drugs. I'm sorry. That was a little harsh. My bad. Crack. Oh my God. Drugs.
I was going to say what's worse than crack, but I feel heroin probably worse than crack.
Drugs. And she revealed, like last season, her and her friend Jacqueline, the 15 years they fell out on TV. And it was bad. And, you know, Mia did mention before that they used to have, that they always had like this sisterly love where they fight and go at it. And then Mia revealed that she thinks that some of the why her and Jacqueline do that is because she has some resentment toward Jacqueline because the night she got sexually assaulted was when Jacqueline left her. So that's something she just
That's
like,
a deep wound.
you know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know, I like seeing stuff like that, like, because that's how the healing started.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it starts where it festers.
Yeah. Or like, you know what I'm saying? So like on the next episode, they're going to come into contact with each other for the first time. Since, so like, hopefully it goes well. And I mean, the thing about reality shows is we've been in these situations.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I'm saying? I was just talking to my friend about Married to Medicine, which is another one I
feel like I've heard of that. I may or may not have seen a couple episodes.
You know,
like they're married to doctors.
Yes, and there's black women who are OBGYNs, dentists, things like that. Yes, it gets messy, and I know people be like, well, they're doctors, but I'm like, they go through real shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm not gonna force you, baby, but give it a gander.
Maybe I'll take a peek.
But also just watch the black ones. The white ones, I don't even watch them. Because there's just something about white women I can't relate to sometimes. Well, I'm just like, whereas this black woman, I'm like,
I see where you're coming from.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know why you felt hurt. You know what I'm saying? I also watched the first episode of the Wendy Williams documentary.
I want to watch. I watched
the first one. I might watch the second and third one later, but it's just like, it's sad. It's real sad. It's sad watching somebody lose mental capacity.
It is.
That is sad. Yes. Because your mind is like...
It's everything.
It's everything.
It's like, without this, what? There's nothing.
Literally. And when you see that nothing in somebody, that is hard to watch. Yeah. But it's also frustrating too, watching this too. Well, number one, I think it's bullshit how the network just didn't care about her health. Y'all love the rating she was bringing in for 15 seasons.
Yeah.
And you just cancel her like that. Because say what you want about Wendell. She did the thing. She did the thing.
She did.
If it weren't for Wendell, honestly...
It's you calling her Wendell.
I just have to. If it wasn't for Wendell, like, she made talking shit profitable.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Wendell, half you bitches wouldn't be on YouTube doing the shit that y'all doing.
Yeah.
Because y'all saw Wendy do it.
Yeah.
And people, and I don't know, I just hate how the network just like, okay, fuck her. Yeah. Like, y'all couldn't wait for a bitch to go to therapy. Y'all couldn't wait for a bitch to go into some kind of service. Like,
it's like, okay, once we got what we wanted from you, we're done with you.
Like, and that's how like they treat black stars, and I don't like that. Just use them and abuse them. So that was sad, but also, I'm trying. It's so many ways I can come for this, but it was also annoying watching that. So when she went down to her son, whatever happened, he got her together. Like, I guess she was sober living down there and stuff like that. But then the minute she got back up here, they just let her do whatever ever. It's also like on some real shit, especially, I mean, I feel like all races do it, but black people, when it comes to like our health and stuff like that, I am just getting so tired of us just saying, fuck it.
Yeah.
It is starting to piss me off how we treat our bodies.
Yeah.
And I'm saying it to say, because like sometimes they would just let her all day just drink.
Yeah.
And like nobody, and I'm like, of course I know there were certain days nobody was there.
Yeah.
But like, I'm pretty sure there was times when she asked like for a drink and somebody just gave it to her. And it's like, it's certain stuff. And I just even noticed that within my own family where it's like, but just let them do it. It's like, y'all, I'm sick of that. I'm just sick of that. I'm sick of you watching and feeling your body deteriorate and just being like, well, I'm here for a good time and not a long time. But you're not here for a good time because you're suffering.
Yeah, yeah. That's. I feel like it goes beyond health. I feel like that's something that's like bred into the Black experience, where it's like there becomes this aspect of like no hope. Where is that right? The way it just started raining.
Oh my
God. But it's like there's just like this thing of like, oh, it's this defeated mindset. Like, oh, it's not going to change, so I'm just going to keep or it's like too difficult, so I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Try.
It's like we give up in the fight, or we'll try and then it gets too hard, so we just go back.
And I'm sick of that for us. Yeah. I'm so sick of that for us.
Same, because it's like sometimes it's difficult because it's like sometimes, yes, other people are the problem. Sometimes it is a white man, but then sometimes it's just us in our own way. It's like we can't move past certain things, or we just don't want to put up that fight. And it saddens me. And I mean, I've seen that in my own family as well, where, you know, people are just like, I mean, I have a family member and God bless her, but we've all kind of given up, and we be like, well, that's just, you know, and
then that's the thing too. Like, no, some people are not about to be here all day trying to like help you get it right.
True.
And it's like,
because I can want the best for you, but if you don't want the best for you, it doesn't matter what I do on your behalf. And some people, they just need someone to like constantly be in their corner. And
I can't, and I'm not that person. I'm so sorry. No, like, you know, and somebody was asking me that, like, and my therapist said, PJ, that's okay, you're not that person, because other people can be for that person. Yeah. I'm like, I'm not me. I will only suggest so much before it's like, okay, this is what you want to do, I have to go. Yeah. Because I think I'm such a person to where, like, I've been through things too, and like, I understand what true sadness and trauma, I get it. And if I lived and stayed there, I probably would not have made it this far. Yeah, yeah. So it's like, I'm telling you, I know what you feeling. Get up. Press on. Like, press on. Yes. And like, that don't mean like don't feel or process.
Yeah, but it's like, you cannot stay here.
You can't stay here.
It's one thing to get hurt. It's another thing to be hurt. Yeah. To just like stay in that place. To just let it ruminate. Yeah, I don't know, but that saddens me too about the Black experience, and it does especially happen when it comes to our health. They'd be like, well, I had an uncle that was alcoholic, and like everybody tried to help him, but then once he, like, they literally like, you keep drinking, you're going to die in a very short period of time. And then it was like, nobody went to give up on him, but at the same time it was like, well, if you ain't gonna help yourself, then I guess we prepare. Like,
and then it's just like, what do you expect me to do? So you expect me to really take, and then I think also, and I know this is harsh, of whatever said individuals having said issue, I think that is so selfish of you to think that somebody really about to stop their life to just help you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but then at the same time, I don't know, I'm always so compassionate. Like, some people need that. Like, if there were people that did not stop their lives to like be there for me, like, I would not be sitting here today. So it's like, some people need that. Yeah. But like your therapist said, like, everybody functions in a different capacity.
And I guess maybe I clarified by this, like, because I've had that too. Some people have stopped and helped me too, but like, they didn't have to hold my hand. Mm-hmm. They aren't being more motivated for it than I am. Yeah. Like, they don't want it more than me.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. Like how you said earlier, I can't want it more than you. They didn't want it more than I wanted it. Yeah. You feel me?
You just needed help getting there.
I just needed help getting there. And I was appreciative of the help. Whereas like, I think some people, it's like, you want me to do it for you. Or like, I can't. I don't know what you, and like, and I know this harsh, but like, I've been like that with friends as I'm getting older. Like, I'm sorry, but like, especially because I have a lot of friends who are women, and some of them date niggas that ain't shit. And I'm like, I can only help you so much, but after a while, you're not going to keep coming to me telling me what some nigga did when A, you knew he was trash, B, you keep going back, and now C, you passing that energy to me. And that's been my big thing. Yeah. Energy is not, what's that quote? Energy is not created. Energy is not destroyed. It is only created or transferred. Yeah. I'm call me woo woo, but like, as I'm just getting older, I'm big into energy. Like, that's why I try to make sure I show up as my best self everywhere I go. Or like, energy is just very important to me, because like, I'm learning that also me in general, my energy, I have energy that is contagious, and it affects every environment I go in. And like, not that I'm not trying to perform, but I also know that like, I can change the environment in a room. That's a powerful tool to have.
Absolutely. My pastor describes it as, are you a thermometer or a thermostat?
Yeah.
Like a thermometer can take the temperature in the room. You walk in, you be like, ooh, it's heavy in here.
Yeah.
But a thermostat will notice what the environment is and change.
Oh.
It can't, like, a thermostat will like change whatever that temperature is. From
right.
To cold, from cold to hot, whatever.
Right.
And so it's like, if you're just coming to be a part of whatever the toxicity is,
right.
But if you want to come and liven it up.
And that's like, and I don't mind livening it up and being like, you know, okay, girl, this is what we're going to do. But after the 9th time, you don't get the right to call me and dump that negative energy into me anymore about this nigga.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah.
And then I know some people like, well, what? We friends? That's what. No, you call your therapist or your other friend who do that. Because now you just pouring all that into me and now I'm just sitting here.
Yeah.
With that.
Yeah.
Being affected by a nigga that's not mine.
Yeah. No, literally. And then you develop this, like, what is the word I'm looking for? Like these negative feelings and energy towards somebody that you may not even really 100% know. Do you know what I mean?
And don't care to know.
Wasting your mental space and time, like thinking about this situation. And again, it's not that you can't be there in support of a friend. But one thing I always say, like when people are like in a situation where they keep bringing it, is like, I always say like, hey, you know, I'm here for you. But at the same time, until you decide you don't want to do this anymore, like there's no advice I can give you. And so like, if you want to call and talk to me, like not venting is one thing. Talking about this is the situation I'm in and like, I just need to I need to process with somebody. I can do that for you. But if you just want to call and dump, I cannot do that for you.
No.
And if you are just like, don't call and ask me for advice because you don't want advice.
Right.
Especially if you're not ready to change, if you're not ready to get out of what you're in. And if you're not there, that's fine. I've been in a situation where I'm sick of what I'm in, but I'm not sick enough to get out. So I'm just back and forth in this thing. I'm going back, we're breaking up, I'm going back. And it's like, once you get sick enough, you're going to stop. You're going to have these realizations. You're going to decide this.
And mind you, all my low tolerance also comes from, you know, I ain't never been in a relationship. So,
yes.
Because, you know.
You just wait till you have your experience.
I mean, and
hopefully you don't have your experience.
Well, no, I tell people all the time, like, honestly, may not ever be in one, and I'm fine with that. But also, I think I'm at the point where I know myself to where, like, oh, it ain't finna be no back and forth. Nigga, we're done.
Period.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't feel the need to do that. But yeah, I just back to we went on a tangent.
We sure did.
Back to black people and just accepting things, especially defeat. Yeah, or like just like not caring about like because. It just saddens me how like I feel like nobody on her team is truly caring about her. Yeah.
But did they care? And she didn't care? So they were like, you know, there are two sides, sometimes three sides to everything. And
that's the tea, yeah. And that's the thing.
One thing is being portrayed, but do we know the full truth? Because
baby, Wendy did drugs.
I'm not laughing at her.
No, she did. Like
the way you said it.
She did. That's what she talked about. How she was doing coke, and the reason she stopped is because she wanted to get pregnant.
That was the only thing that stopped her.
And then
I don't know. Those things also make me sad because it's like, what is it in you that is that hurting or that broken or has led you to this place where you need these things? And like. It's interesting because some people in that position will be like, well, I'm just doing it for fun. I'm like, nobody is getting drunk at 10 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m. for fun. Nobody is doing coke every day just for fun.
Now, if you did, it maybe went, I don't know.
Like, at the end of the day, no matter what people say, in my experience, maybe let me broaden this. This is my experience and my opinion. When it really comes down to the heart of it, at the end of the day, there's always something deeper behind it as well.
Oh, always. I feel like no shade. If it ain't weed, I feel like it's because, and I know people, yes, some people use weed as a gateway or like a like a replacement, you know what I'm saying? Which they use it as a coping mechanism, which is not good. But I feel like a lot of times it's used recreationally or whatever. But yeah, any of the ones, now I could be talking out my ass, but I'm gonna be real. Do we know if weed is doing more damage than the other ones?
I feel like there was a time where I would have been like, oh, it's fine. It's just for fun. But I feel like, I'm not going to say it's doing more damage, but from what I've seen, the more it's become widely available, it's no better than anything else. Like, and how I don't know, how it's marketed is like, oh, like, you can't get addicted, you blah, 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 blah. It's like, actually, like...
No, you can.
You can. And then they don't call it addiction, they call it like some type of disorder, and it's like, no, it's addiction. Call it what it is. But from what I've seen, it's no better than, I mean, like, it's no heroin, right? It's not meth, but it's also, it's another substance.
Yeah. And
it's no better than your alcohol, your coke, or whatever. If you're using something to escape,
right,
then it's a problem.
Now, I agree with that part, but I'm going to do some more research because I just feel like a blunt is definitely more than a bump. I mean, not as much as, yeah. Because I heard coke like scrapes the inside of your brain.
Now it does cause, like, weed definitely causes less damage, like,
right,
to the body. Like, I have an aunt, I think she's been smoking weed. She's like in her 80s. She's been smoking weed forever, basically, like since her young, like 20 days. And I think she's done a little bit of everything. She's my great aunt, and I think she still smokes weed to this day. And like, she's fine, like healthy as a horse, like. So it doesn't have as many like physical, like lasting, like effects. And
I know people like to do, it kills your brain cells. I'm like,
any research I looked into, and the studies were like older. I think there's more studies being done now. That more people are using it, and it's more widely available. But any studies I looked into over the last few years, it was like, yes, sure, it may slow you down mentally a little bit, but there was no significant like. It's just not as significant as like
people think it is. Yeah.
It was like these people read like 5 words per minute less than those that didn't smoke, and it's like these 5 words are really like, is it really gonna kill me? Like,
maybe I wrote my best papers high.
So it's not.
Wrote my best papers high.
I mean, but also we're really going to a tangent on this. I won't go all the way in the weeds with it, but. Yeah, there's a lot there.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to The Rewind this week. So this episode is a long one, but don't worry. We're going to stop it here and then we're going to finish next week. So make sure you stream The Rewind next week on all your favorite podcasting platforms. See you then.
Dear The Rewind, I have a dilemma. My boyfriend has been acting so weird lately. I'm starting to think it's because of my promotion. Whenever we talk about money or bills, he starts to act a little closed off, as though he doesn't want to talk. I never throw money in his face, so I have no idea where this energy is coming from. Do you think I should talk to him? How would y'all approach it? Please help. Sincerely, the worrying Rewinder.
Need help telling your man to stop tripping? Trying to find the right words to uplift your spouse or just straight up check their ass? The Rewind is here to help. Email us at therewindpjdj@gmail.com and put Ask the Rewind in the subject line. Your letter could be read on the show. Make sure to put a fake name so you don't get caught up.